2023, we are gradually witnessing the rise of Judas in the presidency, Adamu Garuba. In case you are wondering who he is, he's a northerner and he was once a presidential candidate. And in his opinion, he feels very strongly that Tinubu has betrayed Osinbajo. That's his submission. He feels very strongly. In fact, he cannot get off it. He said, what? Tinubu, after Tinubu has declared his intention, Osinbajo dare says he wants to become Nigerian's president. He can't wrap his head around it. Honestly, he can't wrap his head around it. And he's saying, you know what? I see betrayal looking around the corridor. And he's saying, you know what? This is the rise of betrayers being seen in recent day and time. You know, in his submission, in his own, in what he could say, in his opinion, and what he could presently see, is that Yemi Osinbajo has betrayed Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu. But is that true? Okay, for the fact that Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu has nurtured him in terms of politics, appointed him to be, his chief of staff back then, and afterwards, not just his chief of staff, he also appointed him and was the one who suggested that he becomes Nigerian's vice president. Does that mean the vice president has no choice to indicate interest, he wants to become president? Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. We are gradually witnessing the rise of Judas in the presidency, Adamu Garuba. Adamu Garuba, a popular human rights activist of the Fulani tribe, has taken to his Twitter page to reveal what he observed about the 2023 presidential election. He revealed what he noticed about the peculiar presidential candidates. In a point on his Twitter page, Mr. Adamu Garuba said he thinks we are witnessing the rise of Judas in the presidency. Speaking about a presidential candidate best known to him, he further wrote, once and once again, betrayal, the political leadership, state, local government from which he rose to power. People still think that it is okay. It's not. This is very bad. Mood of politics and should be rejected immediately. As the 2023 election is coming closer and closer, different political leaders have come up to declare their intention and interest. Different top political position, although everyone has a right to contest for whatever political position they want. Some people believe loyalty should be considered, especially when it comes to people that have helped you or others to get to the top. Garuba thinks Tinubu has been betrayed by the one person he supported to bring to the top, talking about the man Yemi Osinbajo. He said he came to me as a shock when in the early hours of on Monday, April the 11th, I got the shock of my life. Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu, political godson, declaring his intention to also contest for the same position Tinubu in January has told the president he wants to contest for. I feel strongly the vice president should have shelved his ambition and forget about it and support Tinubu rather than declaring his own intention to run. So this is what Adamu Garuba feels. He feels very strongly that the vice president has not done well. In fact, he's one of those calling the vice president a betrayer. But do you share the same ideology? Do you share the same thoughts? Do you think he's speaking right? Do you think he has made the right decision, to call the vice president a betrayer? Do you think it's the right thing? Okay, so these are some of the questions we must carefully begin to analyze and look at, because we all know, cleverly and truly speaking, that most of those people, and all of them speaking to a large extent, it's not because they love the country, they love the people. Most of them are speaking in terms of what favors them, in terms of what they are benefiting or getting, not because they are sincerely concerned. Okay, and so they feel that Osinbajo shouldn't have gone ahead, and they are criticizing him left, right, and center. Criticizing him left, right, and center. So what exactly is this all coming to? Exactly is this all turning into? What exactly is it? Is it all coming, turning into? Because, does it mean that he has no choice? He should not have declared. He should have allowed these things to happen. He should not say anything. He should just pretend that all is well and carry on with business as usual, when he knows that he has what it takes. Let's look at even competence. The vice president is currently in that capacity. He's the number two man in the country who have its hands on to bring the country out of our present predicament. Honestly, I don't know how, okay, OPC primaries is going to go. I don't know how. Of course, if this, unless they want to give first refusal right, and that will be for the vice president. They'll be, unless, I don't think they will do that, but if that would be the case, if that's what they will decide to do, I think that will, if they decide to go that route, I think that would be a better way to look at things, rather than allowing things to just go and just allowing things to slide, because truly and sincerely speaking, with all that is happening, the time to make hail is now. We can't put it down under the table and pretend that these things are not happening. People, Garubash said Osinbajo is a betrayer. That's his opinion. He feels very strongly that Osinbajo has betrayed Tinubu. But do you feel that way? Okay, we're looking at a man who, we know that this year alone, health wise, I mean, that is not to say he cannot, but look at it. Nigerians are saying we need fresh perspective. We need a younger person. Age wise, he's 70 years of age. Does that mean they have what it takes or they don't have what it takes? So these are things we must seriously consider before going ahead to pick any of these people. We must seriously look into things very well. We must seriously consider them. We can't just sit down and do nothing. We can't just sit down and, allow things to go without actually making a real difference. Okay, we can't continue that way. We can't continue that way. We must come out of this, and there must be change. There must be change. Okay. So this is what is happening. And this is what is going on now. Some people feel that Osinbajo is a betrayer, and different words are going all over the place. Leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Please don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. God bless. Have a fantastic and a lovely day. Bye for now. Don't forget you have a voice. Do let it count. Speak out.